Okay, yes, it is streaming this time, so that's good.
Like it had that person that wasn't funny along with that other person.
So
that wasn't
let's actually quit talking smack and get started talking about stuff.
Yeah, talking smack about stuff.
True. We're still talking smack, but
I've advertised that
but
show
more
all at Contraflow as being nothing but trash talking. How dare you try to make a liar out of me?
I'm my bad. I made a mistake.
Wow, he's admitted to 2. Write this date down. He has admitted to 2 mistakes.
I wasn't really being serious on this last one.
No.
You can't believe that his apology was sincere.
Yeah.
He does not know how to sincerely apologize.
Oh, I know that. Trust me. 20 years of friendship, I know he don't know how to sincerely apologize.
Yeah. All right. So
he sounds hurt.
I know.
He won't let me know him.
You won't let me know.
Is that what the kids call it now?
Please don't kill my brother.
Man, have you heard that a couple of times?
He's gonna be down this week.
Is he?
We should recreate that scene. Yeah.
Wow. He didn't tell me nothing, man. No love.
He doesn't love you anymore.
I guess not.
Well, he doesn't know you.
Does anyone really know Zeno?
All right, so let's get the show started. Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Zeno Damus. I'm here with
a very saggy-eyed Q.
And on the editor station, we have the continuously D-editor.
Hey, it's Brian.
Brian, yeah.
I should just be just the editor now. I mean...
Michelle will be back soon.
You keep saying that.
Her mother's getting the okay to come home soon.
Hey,
don't tell her business.
You tease like I can't be the editor anymore. Like you're gonna pull it away from me. Like I'm not good enough.
Well, no, you'll still be the backup editor. You'll always be the backup editor.
We may even set you up a mock workstation so you can pretend like you're editing while the real editor's working.
Oh, wow.
A little corner table.
We'll put you over there in front of the mirror.
Fake computer.
Put him over there in front of the mirror with the, and we'll put like a keyboard with nothing connected to it.
Get a little Mattel computer and a little squeaky phone. Yeah, look, he's still editing.
Like I'm answering.
Be like, hey, answer that call for us, Brian.
We got one.
Yeah.
Mofo, I can quote Ghostbusters all day. Well, I can quote the real Ghostbusters all day.
Oh, that was a cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
So is Steam finally gonna release Half-Life 3?
No, they're gonna release Half-Life Alyx.
What the hell's that?
It's the black woman version. We talked about this. It's the black woman main character. I have been bitching about this for several episodes of what's the current thing? Put a black woman in it. Except when you decide to do a Mexican girl. I mean, there's a couple of variations. But usually it's replace that white male character with... I'm kidding, guys. Half-Life Alyx is out, finally. We actually predicted this. This was cool. We actually both for one of our shows, I don't remember which one because I don't pay attention. Yeah, but we actually said...
It may have never got published, too. That is an option.
I will kill you if I find that out. Because that makes everything I'm just saying just pointless. But we actually...
probably true.
Well, we predicted that the Valve was sitting on a Half-Life, and that's why they were ignoring Epic. And then Valve puts off a Half-Life. So we're like, wow. And while it's not complete, the sheer level... I mean, for it to be ready by March 2020 and it's a full VR system that's going to allow you to build your own stages and stuff, there's no way that they hadn't been working on this for a couple of years, right? I mean, I just don't believe that this is new. I believe that they've had this locked and loaded, have been working on it, but mainly had it mostly ready to go and are just kind of polishing it and waiting for the time to put it out. And here it is. I mean, 3 months. 4 months away. Nah, man, we were right. They were sitting on this.
I was Googling. I didn't hear anything you were saying. I was still trying to go, was Alyx black?
Her hand is brown. I'm looking right at it.
Oh, you said you were Googling.
Well, she might have been Indian or something. I don't know.
But you might have been Googling that Batwoman thing.
I was like, she was sort of one of those...
I mean, her father's name was Eli.
It's one of those colors where it's like really hard to tell.
Oh, she's the indeterminable minority. Yeah. That's smart. Wow.
Where she could be, she could be Latina, she could be black, she could be
a white girl that wants to be black.
Yeah, she could be Indian.
I mean, for all we know, she probably got that tan.
Yeah,
girl.
Yeah, she's good. Just have a really good tan.
I mean, she does have straight hair, so it is possible. Hard to say. But my point is that I was joking. Actually, I have no problem with Alyx.
I know you were joking.
I mean,
no, actually, I have a prediction too of the type of game. This isn't really the next Half-Life. Like it's a VR exclusive, so that's gonna lower the number of people who.
Oh,
who
this
are
your
gonna...
refresh theory that this is the game to refresh everybody? Yeah, I like that theory.
So I mean, I'm thinking this is sort of just to get everybody prepared for Half-Life 3. I think they're finally gonna really.
And I'm so cocky
do Half-Life 3.
And I told him, I said, and I think they're sitting on Half-Life 3. I think it'll come out
this is
very shortly.
This is the Half-Life 3 fluffer.
Yeah, this is to go out and go. Remember Half-Life? Man, that was cool, wasn't it? Then they'll go, hey, Epic, Half-Life 3.
But I bet you of VR games with a female protagonist, because people talk about female protagonist games and all this. I think this will probably be one of the best-selling female protagonists.
Didn't Epic say something about if they released another Half-Life, they would go shoot themselves? Oh wait, but that was my version. They would stop with all the exclusives.
What do you mean?
I could have sworn Epic made a call out hey, you want us to stop doing all this exclusive crap? Release Half-Life.
If they said that, that would actually make me not hate Epic.
Well, not if they said it. If they did it, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, and they followed through. They were like, "Look, Epic was all this. We threw all this money into exclusivity games to try to screw Steam, just because honestly, all we really wanted was Half-Life 3, and that was their end goal. And once Half-Life 3 comes out, they're like, oh no, we're done." We're done.
Hey, people who got Epic Store, we're
finally
shutting it down.
Yeah. Suckers.
We're going to pull a Bethesda. Suckers.
We just wanted Half-Life 3, bitches.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Vault 76, hold our beer. Ooh. Oh, we screwed everybody.
That would be the most epic moment.
All I know is that my son's brother...
It would actually make epic.
All I know is that my son's brother made me so proud this weekend. I was hanging out with him, and he's a big Fortnite player. And he said, hey, can we go by GameStop? And I said, why? He said, and he showed me his money. He didn't really have enough. He had about maybe $15. He said, oh, well, I want to go get another game. I was like, really? Yeah, I think about maybe getting Call of Duty or something. And he's like, really? Why? He goes, Fortnite, I'm feeling like playing something else. And I just said, I will help you save up to buy another game, sir. Good job. So I'm now planning for Christmas.
If he would have looked you in the eyes and went, well, because F Epic.
I've already had to talk to him about the cursing. Right? Oops, I snitched on him. Yeah, I had to be like, don't curse. But no, man, I was so proud.
Because that would be a moment of, you would actually show some emotion and go,
you're a good boy. You're a good kid, man.
Yeah.
But no, he's apparently said that Fortnite, a 10-year-old looked at me and said who's paying on it. He even says he only plays it now because he's spent so much money into it. But he said he's not spending any more money, and I was like, that's my boy. And he's like, I want to get another game. I was like, we'll get you. Okay. He's like, I want to try Halo. I'm like, whatever, man. It don't matter what it is. We'll get it.
We get it.
As long as you stop giving Epic money, it's fine. I was so proud. I was just, you don't know how happy I was. It's like, there I go. I mean, it was his way of saying a PC version of F Epic.
Yeah.
He was saving up his own money. You know how much you want to play something else when a 10-year-old's gathering cash together to buy something else? I was like, that's a good kid.
But
oh yeah, Half-Life Alyx. So anyway, though, full VR game.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, honestly, I'm not big into VR. I have a VR. I like playing with it occasionally, but for the most part, since I reformatted my hard drive, reformatted my hard drive. How long ago was that?
I still want to reformat. That sounded cooler. I was like, what did you do to your hard drive?
What y'all doing?
We can't talk about that on the air. Yeah. But
we do what we want.
But I reformatted 3 months ago or so.
Yeah.
I have not reinstalled my VR. That's how much I use my VR. So.
Well, when this comes out,
I might reinstall my VR just to play this and see how it is.
Here's the part that I think about this that's going to be big.
But I don't really care for the games in VR because of the detached hands.
But you're missing that one thing that I think is going to be a big deal. According to the trailers, they're talking about you being able to build your own maps and boards. Now, I don't know if you've seen Gmod and some of the other, where people have made these amazing replicas of games and put all these models into it. If this becomes a VR version of Gmod, this may become one of the biggest, must-own games just to have the ability to play those Gmod maps. Because I've seen some cool ones. I've seen some really cool stuff in Gmod, and I mean, I've seen somebody rebuild FNAF and all of that, where you can walk around.
I'm gonna call it one of the first mods for this game. Will be a nude pack.
Well, yeah. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 already has
I was making a joke of the articles that go, "Oh, the first mod for this
VR
was
nude mod." There you
go.
Like,
modding was enabled, and what happens?
Well,
somebody makes a new. Of course they do.
They don't know how it plays though. They're worried it's going to be that hopping movement thing where you click. If it allows you to fully walk around and it's VR. I believe where the real money is going to be, y'all heard it here first, is going to be on that ability to build your own maps in the mod. And I believe it may become the VR app. Because imagine you could just buy this game and it gives you the ability to build VR maps. That alone is worth the purchase even if you don't like Half-Life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what caught my attention.
Yeah.
And I might get it just so I can play some really cool horror
see.
mods.
We'll keep an eye on this as it gets closer to release and stuff, and see what happens.
I really got to see, because I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be real important how you move around.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a big deal. If they can make it so you're not on rails and you're not doing that click hop, you're actually moving. Mm-hmm. I don't know how the VR controllers work, but if they got the ones with a stick on it, you can actually move. That will be massive. That'll be a big thing.
So while we were out the cons and all that stuff, we haven't been on the air for a while. I got Disney Plus, man.
I know.
Yeah. And that sort of if somebody would take that cue to click on the next article, that would be great. So
segue, you jackass.
It was a horrible segue. Horrible.
Hey,
you were getting criticized today.
I know. Maybe you won't be a backup editor anymore.
Hey, shut up. You know you don't want to edit. When we have you to edit, the video never comes out. The audio's jacked up. I won't let you fire him just because I need videos. I get furious every time somebody goes, "Hey, where's that video at?" And I'm like, "I'm going to kill this." So
Netflix needs Viacom and Nickelodeon to compete. Now, this is an opinion piece, and I mainly just threw this article up just to remind me that I wanted to talk about Netflix and Disney because we like to talk about things.
Oh, yeah.
And,
dude, I got to say one thing about Disney Plus.
It sucks.
Gargoyles. Oh, no, yeah, but Gargoyles, man.
And
Did you not watch Gargoyles back in the day?
No.
I'm not saying it sucks in its entirety as far as the content. I mean, the system itself. Like, I don't think, as of right now, from the way the setup is for Disney Plus, Netflix has nothing to worry about. Like I'm on multiple streaming services. Like I have probably 5-6 different streaming services in between me and some shared accounts.
And we're all piggybacking off of you. We are
leeches. But the thing is Netflix has still got the best setup for streaming.
It's all I can say about Netflix. And I mean, I was mad at Netflix for a while. But when I went back, the thing that got me is that it suggests crap I actually want to see.
Yeah.
I don't miss anything on Netflix. It somehow has a really good algorithm to show me stuff I want to see and keep it flowing.
Well, not just that. It's continuous play. It's ability to do full screen properly.
Well, yeah, you can like wipe a season out just by hitting play, man. It's gonna roll.
Where these other services
start skipping the credits. I love that.
Yeah, the skipping the credits. Where a lot of these other streaming services, once it gets to the end of the episode, if it can automatically go to the next episode, it takes a while.
Rolls all the credits.
It drops to a partial screen, at least on PC. I've noticed some of the apps are better for some of, but still Netflix's app is better than any of them.
Yeah.
Most of the apps I have issues like on my PlayStation, and I hear from people who have Xbox. There's issues with crashing on some of the streaming apps. Don't have that problem with Netflix. So where Netflix, they may be more expensive because that was one of the things that this article was talking about, where you could do $70 for a year versus I think Netflix is around 14 or something like that now.
Like 8 for just streaming.
Just 8?
I don't know. I'm leeching off you for that too.
$8.99, $9. Yeah.
So I think I am.
And you know Disney Plus is gonna go up. They always give you that, hit you with that cheap price, and you're like, oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm leeching off you like I'm supposed to.
Oh, okay. But
I think they're charging me.
But I know Netflix is more expensive, but Netflix has a heck of a lot more content. Like I got on Disney Plus and I tried to sorting wasn't working.
You better know what you're looking for when you get on Disney Plus.
Which there's only one thing I cared about. The only reason I even got the Disney Plus was because it was free with my Verizon account and
Mandalorian.
And I wanted to watch Mandalorian. Otherwise, I would have just found somebody else who had it and watched Mandalorian with them and not bothered.
But I seriously may go do like the
gargoyles. I'll find somebody else who had it and I'll watch it with them.
Yeah. I'm not, dude. One show.
Also, didn't Disney Plus get hacked? Like a bunch of people got hacked and other junk. The security was trash.
Well, no, it's questionable on whether or not that was Disney's fault or not.
It's easier to blame it on Disney.
Yeah, they said the most likely reason for a lot of those hacks were some other accounts that got hacked. And because of those other accounts, people utilize the same password they used on other accounts
but it
that
was
were
like
hacked.
1,000 plus. That's impressive.
Now the fact that they don't have any kind of dual auth, which is not that uncommon for a streaming service not to have dual auth. The problem was that a lot of these Disney accounts were also linked to people's Disney vacation accounts. So that's where a lot of issues came in, was from that.
Yeah, but here's where Disney screwed up, though.
Because it's one thing for somebody to get a hold of your streaming account.
Though. I mean, I get it if you go, hey, it wasn't us, but you shouldn't say, hey, it wasn't us, go F yourself. You shouldn't have that tone. You should have a, hey, this is a problem, we'll do what we can to help you, but here's the source of it. I
didn't hear them say F yourself. I
don't know, that may be my Disney
we're
filter.
Looking into it.
Everything I hear from Disney comes
but
off
it does
of
not
that.
seem to be on our side, which is reasonable. I mean, you don't... Dude, as much as people are about online security right now, if there's a breach and it ain't your fault, you're going to tell people it ain't your fault. I mean, that's just...
I mean, The Mandalorian was good, so I'll come off of Disney a little bit. I won't give them a hard time. It ain't like they're Bethesda.
I mean, Disney does a lot of stupid stuff. Come on. We have the last 2-3 Star Wars is to talk about for that.
I mean, they pulled Song of the South. How dare they? That was my jam.
Well, they do have the... Now, what y'all think about that? Hold on, real quick. What do you think about that where they had the disclaimer of...
Actually, I thought that was fun. I prefer they do that than
I'd rather them do a disclaimer, yeah. I'd rather them do a trigger warning or disclaimer rather than edit it. You know?
I wanted it to be on there unedited. I just wondered what y'all thought. Some people were like, it's just a little disclaimer. And other people were just like,
I'm not going to get upset because of a disclaimer.
I mean, who reads the disclaimers anyway?
Yeah.
Discretion advised, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I keep going. My whole thing is, don't make it so that I can't watch the friggin' thing the way it was put out. Like that, because you're telling me that I can't handle it. If you warn me I can't handle it, that's fine. But don't make the decision for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate Jar Jar Binks, but don't edit them out of the friggin' prequels. I mean, let me just hate on them like I need to. It's fuel.
Yeah. We had some... Bringing up Jar Jar Binks, you know, I think we mentioned we were at Contraflow in New Orleans this past weekend. Of course, we Jar Jar Binks came up a few times. It was quite fun. There was a lot of Star Wars jokes going on. Of course, we got to have fun talking to the Mandalorian Marks, who convinced us even more that we should watch Mandalorian. Like one of the reasons why I broke down and watched Mandalorian was because of that. Because honestly, I'm not the hugest Star Wars fan, and the way Star Wars has been the last few episodes, I just haven't cared for the movies. So I was just like, Mandalorians, they'll screw that up too. I'm not that worried about it, you know. But people kept telling me it was good, so I was like, all right. So me and Q sat down, we watched it, and I gotta say, it makes me even angrier at Disney because now I know they can actually do good Star Wars content.
Yeah, like we're gonna do a full review after we watch the third episode. We're hoping the Veshot clan to get in on it.
No spoilers here on our podcast.
But I can tell you this much that like I was friggin' tickled pink, man. I was having a ball.
Yeah.
But then I'm also the old dog from Texas that remembers old westerns and stuff. So I was just like, oh hell yeah. But we'll go into that on another. We'll get that out to y'all with a full review. Hopefully, like I said, Blood Axe also was wanting to get in on that too. So we're hoping to have you'll get a third opinion. From somebody.
No, we will do. We're gonna do. We'll do a review probably in the next week or so, at least on the first 3 episodes. And
I'll catch up then.
that will be very spoileristic. So just to be warned.
Don't worry, we'll put a trigger warning on the beginning.
Yes, we will. We'll put a spoiler warning.
You will be triggered. If you are not triggered, you are a soulless bastard. Because we're gonna say something that hurts your feelings.
But yeah, so we do plan on doing that. While we're on the thing with Disney Plus, now there was some outrage from some Simpsons fans because of Disney Plus. Apparently, they decided to let a machine go through and make the first 20 seasons of Disney that was originally in 4:3
cropped widescreen format
and they had it cropped to 16:9 so it would fit the current TV sizes. A lot of people were mad about that because if you scroll down on this editor, you can see the Duff Light screenshot there where the 3 pipes are cut off, so it loses a lot of context. There's stretching that makes the heads look weird and stuff.
Wow, you're right. Look at that. I just saw that. That does look weird.
So yeah, a lot of issues were brought up by that. But Disney did say that they are planning to fix it. It will be next year sometime before it gets fixed.
Wow. So keep it for a year.
They're saying early next year probably. People are guessing before Ireland gets access to Disney, so Ireland will not be a victim to this horrible Simpsons editing.
That's good for the Irish.
Yeah.
It's a win for the first time.
Exactly. They need a win, but
been shit on for centuries. We have. I mean, we need.
Hey, man, they're not France. Like, don't go too hard on them.
France does it to themselves. Let's do a random encounter before this. Yeah, random encounter.
We surrender.
Oh, that's an old, accurate but still old reference.
Run away!
Hey, man, I've heard those guys don't play. They will taunt thee another time.
Fart in your general direction.
Mother spilled elderberries or something.
Oh, right. Let's roll some dice. Let's get up the dice cam. All right, let's see.
I got it. See, I am on.
I know you're on it. You're actually working today.
Really? I don't see the list.
He had the list right there, man. It's right in front of you. See it? He showed it to everybody, but everybody wants to see what the die rolled, right? I mean, that's how
I did that, and I switched back.
I know you're quit screwing with our D-list editor, man.
He fell for it.
All right, 9.
I was on it. Now I lost it.
All right.
Oh my God, Fun Police! I wish I rolled this.
You're the boss. You get to be the CEO of any company. Which one and why?
Oh, that's a 9. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, which one did you think
see
it was?
See the dot down at the...
Didn't we do this one?
We did, but that show didn't get released.
Oh, yeah. I hate you so much. Okay.
Yeah, because remember you took every fucking company in the world.
What?
The Q was I want to be the head.
Wait, were you there for that one?
Yeah.
Then that show did get released.
I've been here for every show but my daughter's birthday.
Okay, that show did get released with that one on it. We'll re-roll. I guess, I don't know. I may have pulled up an old list. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But we've done that one. All right, now it's a 6.
All right, well, I thought it was the first time.
Fun Police, pull over. Game you were most addicted to. Oh, man. Game I was most addicted to.
I remember one that you used to be addicted to.
I mean, I used to be really addicted to World of Warcraft. Honestly, out of addictions of games, World of Warcraft is definitely the game I was most addicted to because I played that game for years and years and years.
Look, I got a story of one where you broke into my apartment to play a game.
I broke into your apartment to play a game?
Yeah.
I don't remember breaking into your apartment.
Tiger Woods golf. I came home from work and you were in my bedroom playing Tiger Woods golf for a week straight.
I don't remember that. I must have been stoned.
That wouldn't surprise me either, but
the things that happened down in Hattiesburg, man, I'm just gonna say.
Weirdly enough,
I look cute. I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Whatever you two were doing down there is between stays there. But actually, weird enough, Fable 1. I remember
the game was too short to get addicted to.
I played through Fable 1 trying to find all the things Peter Molyneux promised me that weren't in that game.
Oh.
So much. But the thing is, I played it so often and spent so much time submersed in a world that I would hear the music in my head all the time when I was walking around. So it kind of drilled itself. So it's more of it drilled itself into my brain and just stuck there. And I would dream about the game, and like I would hear the music constantly. So it's more like it just earwormed its way into my head, and it took a long time to kind of detox off of it.
Yeah, I mean, Fable 1 was so short, though, man. Like, I did a 100% completion on that thing relatively easily.
I mean, Skyrim's a game that I used to have to, like, literally come home on break from lunch to play more of. Like, it was a game that you play, and you come home and play more of it on lunch, then you go back to work, and then you come back after work to play it.
I got skinny, I got fat, I ate a lot of chickens.
I got addicted to Knights of the Old Republic.
Like, Knights of the Old Republic was a really good game.
Because you could just
Kodar was good. Yeah.
I could change, I'll be bad this time. I'll be,
But no, but like Skyrim's the one I remember spending way too much, like staying up all night playing.
Skyrim?
Like that. Yeah. That's the one that, like, you sit up there and I spent too much time.
Spent a lot of time playing Skyrim.
But for some reason, Fable wormed its way into my head. I don't know why.
But World of Warcraft was probably, like I said, still the one I put the most time in. And when I got away from it, like, I did not want to go back because it was like, no. It's like
crack.
It's like Alcohol Anonymous, it's just like, no, I can't go back, can't have a sip,
I remember our boy Flynn, it was Ultima Online back in the day. Like, he was one of those original Ultima Online players.
I played Ultima Online. Wow. I enjoyed that one.
What, EverQuest? I'm sure you probably got.
He didn't really do EverQuest. I don't know anybody.
Your brother was the EverCrack.
I thought you got in on that too.
I played around with it some.
You experimented with the EverCrack?
Yeah, I experimented with EverCrack, but I
just recreationally, man.
Just recreationally.
Never got. Really
your brother though was quite addicted to EverCrack.
He was for a while. Yeah. And WoW, he was addicted to WoW.
Yeah.
So where the heck were we?
Yeah, he stayed on longer than I did, I think.
I think he's still on. Actually.
Yeah. What now?
I said, now where the heck were we?
Let's see. We talked about Netflix, Disney, Half-Life. There's the Batman.
There's that. That's what you're waiting on right there.
Yeah. He's been keeping this picture up for a while.
Scroll up to the top.
Pick on Robert
Pattinson. No, you left it down there, man.
Because I was reading the article.
Hey, really? You were you really reading articles, or is like, really? You really did watch this for the article?
Yeah. You done? You ready?
Yeah.
We can talk about this now. Yeah. You got your chuckles out.
That's right.
All right. So the Batman delayed. Robert Pattinson having trouble bulking up. Apparently, I don't know. This is probably one of those rumor mill things from reading the article, but it is a movie where I am interested in seeing how this movie ends up going. Batman has probably been one of the few DC movie franchises in which I actually root for constantly to be good. Well, I mean, I guess I root for all DC stuff to be good, but it's just rarely is.
But
Batman's managed to pull it off a few times.
Like, if a Superman movie come out and it's good, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm not excited. But when a good Batman comes out, I'm exciid. I'm ready for more. Yeah. Like, I really go, okay, good. Finally, they did a good Superman when if it happens. But with Batman, when a good Batman comes out, I'm like,
Q had to tell me what this scene was from because I didn't know.
It's sparkly. Edward's going out into the sunlight
because he was like, "Oh, look, Edward's about to sparkle." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
In front of the Vampire Council.
But the fact that he knew that was kind of scary.
Yeah, no, it was, dude.
I know everything. I
was perplexed.
I wouldn't have known
for a bit.
I have no clue.
You don't know anything.
True, but I really
would have said that like he was supposed to have it. Like, I didn't know. It's like, of course you didn't know.
Yeah, well, like, okay, yeah, because I just sat around watching
Frozen 2.
Now, apparently
I have a 7-year-old. All right.
There are rumors that the trainer for him is the same trainer that was for the guy who did Shazam. Which
did they just put a muscle suit on him?
Which, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like,
so that guy's more of a makeup artist.
He didn't get. I mean, he got bulkier, but he didn't get as bulked.
Why didn't he find the trainer that Christian Bale used?
I mean, you could.
Ben Affleck.
Christian Bale wasn't super bulked either, though.
Ben Affleck got ripped, man.
But Ben Affleck got bulked.
Well, that's steroid.
Yeah, like Ben Affleck almost got too bulky. At one point, I was like, that dude looked like he'd whoop Batman's ass. Like, he's freaking. I'll give Ben this. Whatever you feel about Ben Affleck, he CrossFit his ass off and got like freaking ripped.
But
who cares how? I mean, as long as he gets at least fit, I'm not gonna trip.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a new Batman. But we have a slim Batman. Why? Well, don't body shame him.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
did you just go with body?
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, he did. He went there. He said I don't even know anymore.
I just want to.
Let's do another random encounter. Come on, you roll this
we
time.
We just did. What the hell? We didn't even get one subject.
We did Batman, and you've messed me up so much. I need a refresher. So
okay, let's see if we can go ahead and roll at 18 then.
16. So ha!
Do we have a blood X recipe du jour?
Dang it! Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is what that is.
He says it has Mexican lasagna. I didn't pull it up before the show.
Okay, well then
give me another roll. Yeah, we'll get you next time, Blood X. Sorry, man. Zeno's been. I mean, you see, he didn't even post our pictures from Contraflow that I've been.
Oh, will you quit bitching about that?
No, never. I'm a nag.
I mean,
you are a nag.
12.
You shut up, you.
Trek Wars. Which weapon is more fearsome? Genesis Wave or Death Star?
What the hell's Genesis Wave?
I don't know.
You guys are the sci-fi
guys.
Generations,
I think.
As phones come out, everybody's like, "What's Genesis Wave?"
I think that's the one from Generations. I could be wrong.
Generations?
Yeah, Star Trek Generation.
Oh, maybe.
The one that had Kirk and Picard in it.
It's like the Genesis Wave, you say? Hold on. Apparently, it's a card you can use in a game.
It's a Wizards of the Coast Magic Gathering card.
Hold on, people. We're having technical difficulties. What the hell is the Genesis Wave?
Blood Axe, where are you, man?
You didn't even show up to the show where we roll this, and you're the only person that knows what it is. We need your answer.
I really think it is from
Genesis Wave, Star Trek. Here we go. The Genesis Wave. As a matter of cosmic energy, it has always been easier to destroy
cosmic history. You know, reading mother.
I don't care. Apparently, that's a book, though.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Death Star because more people know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the easy
I agree with that. Death Star.
Like the fact that there were 3 people in a room all said, "What's Genesis Wave?" But everybody knows the Death Star.
It wasn't memorable enough to.
If nothing else, the Death Star has a better theme because I'm sorry, the Imperial theme is friggin' awesome.
I mean, other than that major flaw, but
hey, they said, well, yeah, but that's also terrifying. Imagine working on the Death Star. Yeah, you didn't think of that, did you? It's terrifying for everyone involved. Am I going to be the one to blow up or the planet's going to blow up? I don't know. What if a freaking space dove pigeon flies into the damn engine? I don't know. It's like the biggest, most who knows what's going to happen weapon out there. Explodes on a 1 and a nat 20. You know what the hell it's going to do? Death Star, sucker.
All right. Wow. That
yeah. Well,
I'll put it like this. They've tried to replace it in the new movie with the bigger one. It's still not as iconic as original Death Star. The original Death Star is still the iconic. Holy crap, that thing blew up a planet.
Yeah, well, what was that? That's not a planet. That's not a moon. That's a star base.
That's not a moon. That's a space station.
Yeah, a space station. I mean, come on. We at least remember that. We're like, Genesis?
They built it up, dude. They built up the dread so well. Because sometimes there's that execution. So the Death Star, yeah.
All right.
Except for the fact that, wow, the one dude in the whole universe could fly into a little,
Yeah, but doesn't that make the later one dumber that they had the same flaw on the later model that was in the new movie? What was it?
Well, the original architect was probably on the first one, and they couldn't get him to
He was dead. It. Go watch Rogue, whatever that was. Rogue Squadron, Galaxy.
All right.
Star Wars sucks now. Just watch Mandalorian. It's freaking better.
So, box office news. Joker tops $1 billion.
Have you seen
without even going to China?
Yeah, and I still haven't seen it.
I think it hasn't gone. I think it's not going to air in China at all. So what I love about this is that it proved a movie can make a lot of money without going to China.
Yeah.
So it proves
hopefully
that
people
you
will
don't
realize
have
that.
to go down on China to make money.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I know, amazing, right?
Hey,
Uh,
do something good. You don't have to go down on China.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Charlie's Angels and Terminator apparently tumbled.
And y'all, I want y'all to understand it's not my fault. He did this because he knows how I feel about both of these movies.
Yeah, I do.
All I'm gonna say about Terminator is it has succeeded. The future is over. It has been fully terminated. I'm not going to keep going on and on about why
you're saying
it sucks.
they killed the franchise.
But I hear you're a big fan of Charlie's Angels, though.
No, it is. And what got me is the director. Look up the director while I'm talking about this. Find the director's name. But the director actually blamed men for this movie not succeeding, and I'm like, no. For once I can actually say this won't go broke. This is called you made a Charlie's Angels movie. Like nobody wanted to see a Charlie's Angels movie. You took a dumb idea that wasn't a great franchise. Now you took out the only reason to go see it. Also, like Terminator. You basically terminated Charlie's Angels.
Elizabeth Banks.
Banks.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, she starred in it, wrote it, produced it, licked it, advertised it, impregnated it. She did everything. Her name's on it like 4 times. And she's literally said
until you said impregnated, it was sounding like a good night. But
no, unfortunately the movie isn't that good. But no, the sad part is that I don't think the problem with the movie was even so much the movie was bad as it was you advertised the movie as being feminist, which means you're telling people this is not going to satisfy a male audience. Then you chose to do this with a franchise nobody wanted to see. So, and that was the problem. I don't even think it's the feminist part as much as it was as Charlie's Angel. Mm-hmm. I actually agree with a lot of people that said this isn't about woke. This is about you chose a bad franchise. You also took out the TNA, but you also chose a bad franchise.
Yeah, but also speaking about Joker, there was news that Joker's getting a sequel. I think that also got debunked, but not before a lot of people got pissed off that Joker was getting a sequel. I don't think
it needs a sequel.
But then they said it might still get a sequel. But
that's all. It was
do a different villain. Actually, I really liked the way they did Joker. I thought that was interesting. So now maybe Riddler or Penguin. Another look into a very interesting personality. Don't just play the same note. Like go with a little different angle with it.
So go Mr. Freeze.
Like the Riddler as a conspiracy theorist would be interesting.
Yeah.
And that he has all these crazy conspiracies that like drove him crazy. That could be interesting.
Doing interesting characters like that could be the thing that could save DC's movie. Getting something far away from what Disney's doing, far away from what Marvel, is doing.
Don't be about the Batman. Just take a character and tell an interesting story about
do
him.
a character development story. And just to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Just that actually might.
Isn't it interesting? Like when we first started seeing the previews for the Joker movie, we were like, I'm kind of worried about this. And then we saw the last couple and we were like, I'm kind of interested in this. And now it's made $1 billion. And from something we were like, oh God, what are they doing?
Because that style of movie can go in a too artsy direction. You see those movies that are created to be like award-winning movies. They're not really good. They're just artsy.
Right. And I'll be honest too. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the Joker did well because it's interesting new. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's dramatic. It's slow. It's I'm not a real big fan of that type of movie, but I think that it's good it exists. I think it was an interesting attempt, and apparently people loved it.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm slocky. I like action. I like, I like action, really. I like action. I like comedy. I'm not a big drama guy. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit up there and respect the art and that they did something different.
Well, and I would love to see the numbers because this is something we were actually talking about when they were talking about, Mandalorian being directed towards men and stuff like that. We were sort of
The whining? Yes, of course.
we were
that
like,
happened.
hey, action movies have been
Typically a male
notably
genre.
more of a male genre, something that men tend to
You
like
did
more
this.
than female.
You did this. Of course.
No,
Don't you stop me now. You started this shit.
Well, let me finish my rant before you get
your
started.
rant, yeah. You better be good. I want something good.
So my point being is, I would love to see the demographics on Joker, because they may have actually found something that equally appealed to men and women. Like, that's the only way I can really see those kind of numbers without China, is you had to have found something that appealed to a large audience that was not
Hey, good job. No, that was a good one. That actually was a good rant.
by combining the drama with the comics, you actually probably were able to cross that gender barrier that a lot of places have problems with movies. You're either making it for one or the other, usually because of taste,
Audience demographic. There you go. No, that was a good one, actually. Damn, good point. That was really good. And all I was just going to say is that you got me thinking about the thing that's been pissing me off about the complaining about the Mandalorian, where people are really complaining there aren't enough, like, why isn't it a female main character? Why isn't it more? Look, hey, I'm all for everybody getting their representation. But the problem is I'm for everybody. It's gotten to the point that it's like they don't want there to be any movies for men anymore.
Males only made up 62% of the audience when it first started.
So that's actually a pretty good split.
Pretty good split, yeah.
That's not bad at all.
And you look at the ethnicity split, too. That's relatively within proportion to the United States. So,
yeah, that's a really good split.
Yeah, you seem to have made a pretty neutral.
And they hit the 18 to 34 demographic, even though Joaquin's up there in age. I actually thought it wasn't going to draw in as many of the young people, but apparently it did. Cool.
Yeah.
But all I was going to say is that you hit a big sore spot for me, which is I'm getting mad that I actually can't have anything. Look, you guys have Star Wars. You look at the movies right now, you got Star Wars. Star Wars.
Who has Star Wars?
The friggin' woke SJWs has Star Wars. All right, it's demographic. It's inclusive. It's inclusive as hell. It's got PETA animal rights bullcrap in it. It's got purple-haired chicks in it running everything. The men suck. You killed off most of the males. You're gonna finish them off by blowing up the Millennium Falcon. You got what you want. Can I have my cheap, low-budget little side series? Like, really? Can't you people just say that there's something that's not yours? You're worse than the white male demographic you're complaining about.
You managed to screw up Han Solo, which should have been like an easy knock out of the park movie.
They literally won't leave anything alone. They're screwing with Pokemon Sword and Shield. All right, yeah, I brought it up. They won't let anybody have anything. The kids can't have nothing. The men can't have nothing. You can't even have a little... Mandalorian's low budget, man. It's freaking not even the top tier. It's off the side. You know the all-star cast we got? We got Brian Posehn. I love Brian Posehn, but he's not a main star. We don't even have any celebrities. Leave us the fuck alone. I'm wasting my fuck epic on this. Leave us the fuck alone and let us watch something from
we got
men.
both of them men, but hey.
I mean, literally, can't you people go watch something else for a moment? Why do you even care about the Mandalorian? You can't even see any faces. You can't even, there's barely any humans in the show, but you're worried about the gender. You can't even see, how many humans in the show? There's like a freaking stormtrooper, a couple of empires. Everybody else is a dang alien. But apparently they don't have tits, so it doesn't work. Jesus Christ, man. You've got the big part of it. You got the movies. Can we have the crappy side series? You even get the knockoff Han Solo and crap. God dang it, man. All I'm saying is that there's nothing you can put out now that they don't want to be filled and made for women. And hey, Disney needs to make some money. This is Disney, y'all. They were part of our childhood. Stop trying to kill Disney. You lost them so much money on Star Wars. Could you at least let them make some money on Disney Plus?
I'm so happy I brought this up.
Never thought I'd defend Disney. But god dang it, man. I mean, Jesus, can they make a little money on the side? A little side hustle? Mandalorian is like them selling tacos out the side door. They just trying to make a little cash, man. Make a little money. And some good tacos. Y'all like, why ain't them tacos for women? God dang it. Why you ain't got vegan tacos? Oh, just shut the hell up, man, and go watch Rey defeat Emperor Palpatine with her clitoris.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. All right.
I'm getting salty, dude. I'm getting salty because it's the side series.
Let's get the editor to roll on the dice cam because
they won't leave anything for anybody.
I don't want to follow that up.
Yeah, I know, man. You gotta roll, man. There's some dice over here.
I mean, jeez, man. They gotta leave some show alone. Is that unreasonable? Y'all look at me like I'm crazy. Am I being unreasonable?
Yeah, roll again. That's the 9.
One show.
Really? Roll a different die. 7. There we go. What's 7? You didn't bring the screen up.
Really? I'm trying to get stuff done.
Yeah. 7.
Here.
Game on. Your favorite video game mini game.
Oh yeah, we rolled that too.
Yeah, right, but that was on the that was on the one that was on release, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Because I brought up the card game from Final Fantasy VIII. I still like, which it's in multiple Final Fantasies, but it has the pull up Final Fantasy card game.
Well, no, he rolled it. What's his answer?
Sorry. What is your answer, by the way?
No, I was working on this over here now.
Yeah, no. You give us an answer.
Or I will restart my rant. I'm not.
Well, go ahead.
I'm still pissed. Like I'm still ticked off that I can't have any shows at all.
Card game?
Yeah. Card game, mini game.
Final Fantasy VIII mini game. It was because if I put in Final Fantasy VIII, it's spelled with an E, or you can use a number. Mini game. There you go.
Oh, the Chocobo game? I used to
Triple Triad.
Yeah, Triple Triad was the name of the card game.
Chocobo Racing was fun in 7. I enjoyed it.
I did.
I breeded a monster Chocobo. It couldn't be defeated.
Yeah. That would be my favorite.
But anyway, what was your favorite mini game?
Oh no, he already said it. The Chocobo.
Chocobo. I said it correctly several times.
I can't say
the
it.
Choke Your Bow.
Hey, look, he can't say any name correctly. I mess up one. And
the Choke Your Bow game. All right.
Yep, the Choke My Bow game.
Y'all are just trying to distract me because you know I'm still mad. That's all. I'm not following.
That was the whole purpose of Random Encounters was to distract you.
I did that while watching the Charlie's Angels remake.
I'll calm down.
I used to play that while watching the Charlie's
So is the
Angels
Chocobo
remake.
game, is that your favorite mini game? Or?
No, man. I'm actually with you. Triple Triad was fun, and the versions in the later games were
going
also
through, collecting the cards, and
I actually
beating
enjoyed
people
it.
and taking their cards.
And unlocking the unique cards that are just BS. I actually enjoyed that. That was fun. But the Chocobo racing game was fun too because you actually got to like breed a Chocobo and boost his stats, and like being the weird grinder I am, of course I spent way too much time until I bred like this Chocobo that I could beat the race without me hitting a button, just run through the race.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like the card game in 8, dude. Like, you had to go to certain locations at certain times in the game. If you missed it, you couldn't get certain cards. So it was one of the few times where I had to go. I had gotten a guide and actually looked at, because I was like, no, I gotta have every card, you know.
Well, of course, that's how you get the like Uber card.
I remember spending way too much time playing Legends of Zelda. You could fish. You just spend like 8 hours.
Oh, if you're talking about Ocarina of Time, heck yeah, dude. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just ride my horse across the plains.
Yes, I know.
And then go fishing.
And just go fishing somewhere.
Go dive into the Zora Lake, man. Remember that high dive? Yes. You jump off. Like, that was weird that game was one of the first games that I actually found myself doing stupid, non-important things.
You would just go do weird shit just to
fish and Fable, too.
Yeah, but it was like it
wasn't like Zelda.
I spent time like weirdly enough.
But no, you'd get the special trophy fish, so you can put them up in your house, so that when you sold them, you could make more money. And
I spent a lot of time landlording in Fable.
Yeah,
and just running around trying to find the perfect person to marry, like one that didn't have a dang Cockney accent. So hard to find somebody that didn't have like a grating British female that didn't was like, "Oi there, how are you doing today?" Like, oh god, no.
Oi, governor, what you want?
I don't want to talk to you. Then you meet like that one, and I remember where it was. This is how much I played the game. In the, you know how they had the robe wearing other heroes in the hero facility, the main place. There was one, if you looked long enough, that had a silky smooth voice, and I always married her because she'd be like, "How are you doing today?" And I was like, "Oh my god, she doesn't sound horrible."
She doesn't sound
and
Cockney.
I married her every time. I always found her, and she was always there. I played a lot of Fable.
You did.
Fable 1. I really.
You
Yeah.
spent a lot of lonely
So speaking
nights.
of gaming, Google's new gaming system, the
that's
Google
a segue.
Stadia,
It is an impressive trash fire.
is an impressive
I have
trash
heard
fire.
so many terrible things
like
about this.
Wired here gave it 6 out of 10, which from
That's
what I understand
unusually high.
is generous.
Yeah, they shilling.
But I mean, I called this. We talk about calling things. I was like, it's a streaming gaming service. It's gonna suck. Like,
Yeah, I didn't call this one because I literally said why, and that was all I thought. I was like, why are you doing this? Nobody cares.
I mean, it's supposed to allow people a low entry point into gaming. That's the whole concept.
This is the Vault 76 of streaming game services, though, man. Like, it does not work.
I mean, the other thing is it's trying to, and I'm glad it didn't work. I'll be honest. I'm glad it didn't work because as soon as this starts working, anybody who is a hardcore gamer, FPS gamer, will regret it. Because eventually, this is what they want gaming to turn into. They don't want you to have locally installed games because they're still trying to fight like piracy and all that stuff. So if they can get away with you not having locally installed games, then there's less piracy. Not that piracy of games is even that big of an issue these days. Like, it's a lot less of an issue than it used to be. Because it's not as easy, and then there's all these online features on these games that don't tend to work when you pirate a game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's all you got to do. I don't mind that part, but I like to have my game. And I also don't like requiring internet because, dude, I lose internet access at times.
But I mean, cloud computing, cloud gaming, it's what they want the future to be. And honestly, I don't really care for the concept. I like being able to have my powerhouse PC. And
do you know how much that saved Xbox? Like, when I downloaded Outer Worlds, I realized it was on my system, and I was like, good. At least my save file and all that seemed to be on there. Like, it seems like I actually downloaded it because I don't like the required to always be online is something I will never get behind.
Yeah,
I'm not for that. If I pay you $60, I want to be able to play the game when I feel like it. I mean,
this is my same problem with the Sony's PC version. Like, yeah, that's one of the things, like you said, with Microsoft. Microsoft, I install the game. I've got this game. Sony, they have their little streaming thing as well, where you can play PlayStation games on PC. But just like the Stadia, you're doing it remotely. You're streaming the game. And that's never going to be good. You're always going to have that minute lag. You're also not.
Well, no, that's what
you're going to have a set
though.
FPS, because it's being processed on their end at these set ranks.
Aren't they trying to sell it though? They've been talking about, eventually it's going to get to the point where it'll run better if you stream it than on your own system. And I mean, I don't know how that's going to happen, but they've tried to sell that dream.
I mean, yes, if you're marketing standardized PCs, But gamers don't have standardized PCs. That's the thing.
We have gaming rigs.
We have gaming rigs. Yes, if you have a standardized PC, you can play games that you would not normally be able to play on your PC because all the rendering is done at a separate location and you're just getting streamed the actual feed of the game. So all you have to have is the graphics rendering capabilities of watching a movie, basically.
Yeah, the quote gaming as a service market. They've been trying very hard to make that a thing.
I think Microsoft did it the right way, though. With if you're gonna do gaming as a service, just let me install the game. That's fine. And you're allowing me to cross play with Xbox. Awesome. They're doing some stuff right.
And I mean, that's a big thing. And I haven't actually tried to play it offline, so I can't say for sure if there's a problem with it. But I mean, it feels like I said that I'm locally downloading it.
Well,
I haven't really tested it, but I mean, the game service.
It's locally ran. It may not work if you're offline. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't tried. But who has a computer? Who has a computer that's offline?
True.
Usually,
but there's a balance of that. Now, if they're going to do the gaming service market, I hope they also at least do it like Microsoft, where it's like, well, if that's the point, I don't want to pay $60 for games anymore.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do like the streaming services and just have a service that has a game.
Well, and I think Stadia is that subscription type thing. So.
Yeah, but it's a trash fire.
Yeah.
Like, they tried, they failed. I'm glad they failed. Even though I love Google, I did not like the Stadia.
Well, no,
Hey, that's gonna break up like you and Google's relationship now.
I know, man.
Google understands that
he's
every
been
now
sucking
and then
up
that
to
one
Google.
thing.
God,
Well,
you've been on your knees on Google all afternoon long.
Hey, it isn't Google's fault that Stadia sucks. That's human failure.
Oh, Google thinks you're talking to it. Damn it.
Of course it does. Your Google listens to me. I told you, man. Not only is my Google, your Google is my Google.
Yeah, quit sucking up to Google and interfering with my phone, man.
I will
like,
be one of the only survivors. We know this.
If Google was China, you know what he'd be doing right now.
Oh.
Google, don't sell out to China, baby. Come on now, don't do me like that.
That's the way you treat her, though. I mean, you're like,
alrighty then.
no, I'm talking about Google.
Do we want to do one last random encounter before we end the show?
Sure.
Nah.
Yeah, it's always fun to do.
All right, we got to know.
You're the boss.
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
Final call.
All right,
You
one
gotta
last
roll it.
one. I'll
You gotta
roll it.
roll
I'll
it.
roll it.
Come on, 18, baby. Big money, big money, big money.
No.
Yeah. Since when have you had that power?
13. Stand up, guys. How much money to be a cheerleader for Epic Games? This is not enough money.
No, there is enough money. Enough money to buy Epic Games. If they give me enough money that I could then purchase Epic Games, I would take it.
That's one thing, but to be a cheerleader for anything, no. I don't take money to be a cheerleader for anything. Unless I own it, like you said.
Like, that's what I was going to say. Like, it ain't a cheerleader if it's mine.
Yeah.
Like, you could pay me in Epic stock.
But then you're no longer, once again, then you're no longer a cheerleader, though. You're an owner. So, yeah. If I'm cheerleading something, it's because I genuinely enjoy it. You know, like we were just talking about Microsoft, streaming service and said some good things about that. Obviously, we have no ties with Microsoft or anything like that. It's something that we enjoy. It's just like Mandalorian. We talk about Mandalorian and that we liked Mandalorian. It's purely because we like Mandalorian. It has nothing to do.
I hate almost everything else Disney's doing.
Because yeah, for one, because Disney would not like all the other things we said. So but yeah, no, there's no amount of money in my mind to become a cheerleader for anything that I don't like.
That isn't mine.
Yeah.
Or like you said, we don't like.
That I don't genuinely like. Like, if we ever start doing advertisements of any type on this show, it will always be with something that I genuinely would use or enjoy.
Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah, like Black Rifle Coffee. Like
that was a good coffee, man. I missed that. I hate you got broke.
I would do a commercial for them.
I wish they would give us free freaking coffee and we do commercials. They don't got to pay us. I'll just take free coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
That lets you know how much we don't sell out because we're like, no, we just want the coffee. I don't even need money. Like, I actually want that Black Rifle Coffee again.
But yeah, no, I mean, and that's the thing. And then we will always shout out to the things that I think we're happy about, that we enjoy, And that's just...
So speaking of fans, support your local comics, Van CC.
So no amount of money will make you whore for any product?
No.
None?
No.
No, I mean,
I just love you have principles about one damn thing in your whole entire life. You will not whore for money. Wow. Anything else, you're fair game, but whore for money to all the product.
I mean, anything that makes me less of who I am, I will not do. I mean, and that basically just boils down to it, man. I enjoy me as a person. I think highly of myself, and if I have to lower that expectation of myself to do something, I will not do it.
Look. Anybody out there who wants to back a Brinks truck up to my house, I will fucking afford anything you want. I mean,
and that tells you something about yourself, doesn't it?
It tells me I would like to have money. Yes,
but I want money. But like I said,
I want money too.
It's like there's just certain things.
I don't have
to
love it.
You know, I'm not going to go into the other things we referenced this with, but we had a talk about the things you can't undo.
Yeah.
That, no, you did that. Even if you did it just once, it's still there. It's always going to be with you. It's like, I have a long list of those things, and I don't. Well, no, I haven't. That's the point. It's like, I try to avoid
Speaking of money, though,
irreversible.
You know, if you do want to help us continue this show, you want to help support this channel so that we can continue to not whore ourselves out, and maybe even not let our editor whore himself out if we can get the money to do so. You can support us on patreon.com/Dicejunkies. You can also share our video or tell people about us so that we can get more viewers, and you know, that also help us in our relief fund. But be sure to check us out on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that notification bell. And like I said, you know, tell people about us. Let them know whether you're listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube. And if you have any suggestions, you have any comments, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'll try to reply to them, and we may even talk about them on the show if it's something that we find interesting enough to do so. But yeah, what? I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to...
Dude, I'm still just in my head being pissed off about freaking The Mandalorian and them
Oh,
complaining
God.
about it. I have not gotten over that. I'm just trying not to reboot the rant.
Thanks, guys, for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. And like I said, be sure to check us out next week. Thanks for watching.